Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Stationeers today. Today we are going to get our logic set up for our advanced solar tracking. So that way we can keep power coming in even when the sun's not up. So first things we're going to do, we're going to need, let's see here. We're going to need 2 math units. Okay, let's get them separated here. So we need one there, and we're going to need 4 I/O chips. We're going to need a logic reader, a batch writer, another batch writer, and then another logic reader. Okay, and also we are going to need 2 memory chips. And I went ahead and wired this up ahead of time to save y'all the trouble sitting here watching me wire it up, because it takes a lot of time to get it situated the way it needed to be. Okay, so since we've got all this in, and I've got all of our sensors labeled and where they're supposed to go, first thing I'm going to need is to switch my battery somehow, because my battery's going dead. Do I have anything with batteries in it? That's got low charge. What about you? That's not got no battery. What about you? You got high charge. Okay. So we'll use you first. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to label these. So this is going to be the horizontal reader, horizontal writer, and this is going to be the vertical reader, vertical writer. Okay, and this is going to be math 2. Okay, and we're going to have to go ahead and switch out our batteries here, because if not, okay, so I'm gonna have to find me a battery somewhere for this thing right here. Okay, do I have one that's got just a little bit of juice in it? Okay, that should work for what I need it for. Okay, and this is gonna be M75, and that's going to be memory 1.5, and if you use this right here, you go ahead and set this to the value you need instead of taking your time and doing it. Okay, so now we're done with the labeler, and let's get out our screwdriver. Okay, first thing we want to do is go to the horizontal, and we're going to read the input is going to be from the horizontal daylight sensor, which I don't think I've got it labeled, do I? No, I don't. Okay, so let's do horizontal sensor. And do I have this one labeled? Freight sensor. Okay. So we're going to take the reading from the horizontal sensor as soon as autosave gets done here. Okay, and we're going to read the solar angle. and that's not going to turn on just yet. Okay, then we're going to take the input from the horizontal reader, and the output is going to be the solar panel, and it's going to be horizontal. Okay. Now the vertical reader, we're going to take it from the vert sensor to solar angle. Okay. And then we'll do that in just a second. So on the Math 1 unit, we're going to need the MEM 75 and the vertical reader, and we're going to subtract those. And the Math 2, we're going to take the Math 1 by MEM 1.5 and divide it. Okay. And then up here, we're going to take the Math 2. Out is going to be the solar panel, and it's going to be vertical. Okay. So let's see, this battery should work here. So if we put the battery in here and we turn it on, you can see the solar panel is going to track where the sun's at. And if everything's done right, it should be exactly where it needs to be when the sun comes up, which should be over that ridge right there. Okay, everything's powered on, everything's good to go. And there's no reading right now because there's no sun. So that should work just fine. And this little thing right here, I'm gonna move this, because I found that if you have this before this right here, it drains all these batteries just to charge this one battery. So we're gonna change that. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop. Well, I'm not drop you. Nope, I did it again. Dang. Oh no, definitely take it out of there. Let's take our battery, pick up our battery charger, and let's just go ahead and drop it right here. And I think I seen some cable pulls. Yes, I did. Now this is just temporary placement. It's not where it's actually going to go. So I got a power port there. Now whenever we go to charge our batteries up, we won't be draining them before we even get a chance to use them. Because as you can see by the, oh, light just went out. Okay, so let's take, that one's got a little bit of juice in it. Do we have a battery in this thing? Yes, we do. Ooh, and it's a high battery, so we'll take that instead. And we'll drop you. Nope. Pick it up for just a second. And we are going to take your battery, hook it up, then drop you, and let's round up our other batteries here. Okay, that battery we're going to put in here. Okay, and as the sun comes up here, we'll see if we can get the angle here. As you can see, it's already at 75% efficiency. When the sun's higher up in the sky, you should get, using this setup here, at least 99 to 100% efficiency. I have got 100 quite a few times, but not very often. But that should charge everything up that we have and allow us to smelt throughout the day. So just one thing to remember, solar sensor can be placed in just about any position, but the horizontal one, you have to face it north. So if you've got, this is the east, this is north, so you want to face it with the data output facing south. If you don't get that correct, your solar panels will just be spinning around and not tracking the sun. By default, the horizontal sensor is a vertical sensor. In order to get it to a horizontal, you need a logic writer and a memory chip. Set the value to 1 on the memory chip. Input from the logic memory out to the sensor, and then go to mode. And when you turn it on, it'll take the 1 from the mode and that'll turn that to horizontal. And after you do all that, as long as you don't deconstruct the horizontal sensor, you can get rid of these. You don't need those. Even if you were to unhook the cables from it and straighten it up, that will still keep its reading as long as you don't deconstruct it. So if you have other needs for that, that works just fine. So okay, so it's got 93% efficiency. That battery's not charging at all. So let's trade out batteries here. Take you for you. Okay. Now, as you can see, this one's completely charged now. So what that means is that whenever this battery gets done charging, it won't need to charge this one no more. And a little piece of advice: when you go to do this, make sure your data cables aren't linking up with your power cables, because it'll cause a short in all your cables. And have your power cables for your chips coming after the APC. What that's going to do, if you do it from here, there's so much power coming through this cable, you'll blow all your wires and you'll have to replace them, which is very inefficient. I've done that quite a few times, not thinking about it, and it didn't work out too well. So yeah, so I'd recommend not doing that. Let's get our fully charged battery here. Okay, now that we've got that done, let's recharge all of our batteries because we're going to need them. And what I want to work on now is getting our furnace set up, because I've got enough items here to start smelting for steel. And what the steel is going to allow us to do is deconstruct that over there and actually make our base out of steel. Like I said in the previous episode, you can do it with iron, but it's not very efficient when it comes to airlock. Okay, see, I think we need to look in the auto lathe, I believe. Why are you not powered? Are you not powered? Oh, turn on. Duh. Okay, so not arc furnace, not auto lathe. Okay, so you're not in this one. You must be in the pipe bender. Okay. Are you serious? Okay. So, main reason I want to make steel right off the bat is so we can make a big battery. The big battery is going to be able to store the charge from this. And that's really important. And come on. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take you. And let's see what we need for the furnace. And you must be in the electronics printer. Yep, and it's dead again. Okay. So let's swap you. And swap you. Okay, now stay charged. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this battery here. And if I can just right, we really don't need a battery in that for anything to work. So that's just backup, just in case it does. Okay, and and we'll go ahead and turn you off. Alright, now furnace. Kit, where are you at? Where are you at? Gotta be in one of these. So let's do furnace. There we go. Okay, so we're going to need iron and copper. Okay, so we got enough to print one of those, so let's go ahead and get on that. And what I need to do is I need to get some oxides and volatiles. So how long is that going to take? Okay, so let's go out and look for some really quick. Let me see. Okay, we got space here. So let's put you there, let's put you there, and get you up. Now is this oxide? I'm hoping, yes, oxide. Sweet. Okay, don't need a whole lot of oxide. That right there should be plenty enough. And now we need some bright red material. So you sit, yell. Yeah, it's gonna take me just a minute. It's one of the rarest things to find in this game, is volatiles. Find plenty of iron and copper, but volatiles are a little rough to find. There's iron. There's more oxide, Volatiles love to hide. Oh, there we go. Don't need much of them either. Just a short little stack will work. Let's go ahead and expose some. Okay, now whenever you're using the furnace and smelting stuff, you can only do it at night unless you have a pressurized room, because if you put the volatiles and the ice in your hands, the sun's heat is going to melt it. So you want to keep that in mind. Okay. And after we get this furnace hooked up, there's actually another way you can keep everything charged. But I really don't like doing it. You can use a shoot, I'll think of it in just a second. You can use a generator, a co-generator, to do it that way, but I'm not really a big fan of doing it that way. Okay, so we got you printed, and I'm going to need a passive vent. Yep, passive vent. Let's go. I need iron. Do I have iron in here? Nope, I got gold. Got iron in there though. Got just enough. There's copper, gold, and iron. Okay. Okay. And I only need one of you, so. Okay. So let's get the gold. Let's just go ahead and throw this stuff in there. Okay. So the furnace. Normally I'd try to put it on a little section here, but we'll do it out over the end here. Very realistic, huh? So let's get our tool belt. We're going to need iron sheets, and we are going to need our wrench. Okay. Welding torch, 2 iron sheets. Now you can turn these tool tips off, but sometimes I forget what you need to make it with. So, and that's all the steps we have to make that. Let's get our pipes. Okay. Now this has an output and an input. Okay. Output is how you release the gas from the furnace, and later on I'm going to be doing a big arc furnace room. Where you can smelt stuff without actually having to go in the room, and that's what the input's for. you can input those gases to run the furnace without using volatiles or oxides, which I'll show that to you when the time comes. So we're going to need that, and to go over here to our lander, we need a pipe valve, so we can safely expel the gases. Okay. Let's need you as well. We'll take you. Okay. Okay. Now let's get our thing here, and believe it's that way. Nope, it needs to go the other way around. Okay. So let's spin. Did I just turn it the same way? I don't think I did. I hopped. Dang it. I had it right the first time. Okay. So let's turn you that way. Perfect. And now we can change you with you. And let's do a... Okay. So we're going to need a... Come on, don't do this to me, baby. Okay, you're gonna make it difficult. That's okay. You wanna play? I'll play. Okay, now we get a corner here. Okay, now before we can go any further, we have to weld this up at least one stage. Okay? Because when you go to put your passive vent on, it will not float in midair. You have to have it attached to something. So, we can get you, go ahead and disassemble you, and I'm just going to leave that up for just a moment. It's really not going to make much of a difference, so. Okay, so how effective are we doing? 99 at 447 watts. That's not bad. But like I said, we can do better. And to save power in just a second, I'm going to turn that off. And just turn it back on whenever it's starting to come back up. And we'll switch you for you. Okay. And as you see, I've got the ratio for steel is 3 iron and 1 coal. And that's going to make 200 gram ingot of steel, which is enough to get started for now. And I'll show you something here if you're not sure. Let's put you over here. I don't have no need for you just yet. And that's an airlock, don't need it. What I do need is the e-reader cartridge, wherever it's at. Okay, Appness, network, e-reader, okay. So let's take you with you. Gonna need to put a battery in you now. And you pop in this e-reader cartridge and you can actually look up everything on how you would make it and what you would need for it. So let's get you. Okay, so let's turn this on here. And as you can see, it's got all the different ingots: lead, nickel, steel. Okay, so if you look, gotta have the pressure between 1000 kPa and 100 MPa, temperature between 600K to 100 Kelvin, and you gotta have 0.75 grams of iron and 0.25 grams of carbon, which is a 3-to-1 ratio. So that's what we're going to be doing. Well, let's just put you in here. Actually, let's go ahead and clear out some of our inventory that we don't need, because there's way too much crap in my backpack. Okay. And this battery needs to go in here. Okay, since the sun should be down enough. Okay. So let's get our mining belt back out. Okay, so let's get our volatiles, and we'll split it into 2. Okay, let's put it in, hit activate, switch that out with that. So as you can see, it's just a 2-to-1 ratio. Okay, hit activate again, and as you can see, our comes on there. So let's do you. So let's, and you can see it's melting it already. So let's go ahead and grab what other thing we need. Okay, so it's got 100 grams, and then we got 50 grams of that. So all we need to do now is put our other 50 in. It's 105 really. Okay, well, I just need 45, so let's split you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. That's going to give us the ratio we need. And you see it says we'll produce 200 grams ingot of steel. Okay, so just open the mode, and there's your steel. Voila. And while see if that's hot enough, we'll go ahead and melt some iron here, because we're going to need some iron to build with. So, and I wonder if if it's hot enough to melt some gold for me. And it wasn't hot enough for that, so probably it's not going to be hot enough for gold either. Okay. So once we're done, let's go ahead and open our valve up, and you can see all the gases coming from that vent there. So, okay, so that's a good start. Now the other thing I want to do is see if we've got enough for a battery. Let's see. Kit battery. We need steel, which we just made. Wherever I put it, I think I put it in here. Okay. Perfect. Now let's get that printed. Alrighty. Now we're gonna have to move some stuff around here because this ain't gonna work. Let's see, where are we gonna move it to? Let's move it over here. That should be fun. Okay, drop you. Oh crap, I forgot I didn't have battery. And there we go. Let's move that out of the way. And let's see. Yeah, I know filter's getting low. You can give me a minute. Okay, so we're gonna have to straighten this up here. Okay, this battery is pretty massive, so gotta make sure you leave room for it. Okay, so as you can see, you got the arrows pointing in and pointing out, so we need to turn it around this way. Okay, so that's perfect. And what we need to do is go ahead and take this. Oh crap, okay. Okay, so let's take you, get you here, and to keep from blowing everything up, we're gonna have to put our APC here. So let's set it right there. Okay, so get you in there, and I'm stuck. No. Okay. Jeez. Yeah, one little tight spot and you can't get out. Okay. So let's get our cables back out and finish wiring this up. Okay. And let's get you up this way. Okay. Now we've got our power coming in and coming straight over here. I'm not going to turn that on just yet, just in case I fry anything, which chances are pretty good. So I think, yep, deconstruct you for a minute. Don't really need you at the moment anyway. Don't need you for the moment. And let's put you in there. What did I just pick up? Nothing? Okay. Put you in there, put you in there, and let's run some more cable here. It's not the most efficient setup, but it'll work for now. Okay. All that matters is that it works. So that's what I'm going for here. I can always straighten it up off camera, so no big deal. And let's turn you on. And we still got power because I forgot to turn it off. Dummy me. Let's turn it off. Try to conserve some of that. Okay, and let's wait for the sun to come up. And while we do that, why don't we get the grinder out here? And do we have a battery in you? No, we don't. I think I put it in the drill, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay. So let's get rid of you. Did I just... Okay, I put it in you. Good. So let's go back over here for a moment until the sun starts peeking over the corner, and let's go ahead and start deconstructing this stuff. And construct you, and we can deconstruct you. Now these, that's already welded up. I'm going to have to get my wrench out for that. And let's drop you for a moment. Okay, And then here in a second we can grind you up. Okay, we'll deconstruct the airlock in just a minute. I ain't even really worried about that at the moment. Okay, so there's our iron sheets, and this was only temporary, just to get an idea of how I wanted to do it. So we can print out some steel now and do it with steel instead of iron. And battery's dead. Good. Okay. So let's pick you up and let's go back over here. Should be about time for the sun to start coming up here pretty soon. And that battery can go in there. Okay. So since I don't plan on putting a battery in this one anytime soon, let's go ahead and close her up. Okay. Okay, so add you there. The arc furnace, I'm not going to worry about putting it back just yet, because I don't feel I'm going to need it for a few minutes. So okay, I'm gonna sit here and wait for the sun to come up, and as soon as it starts coming up, I'll be right back and we'll see if our plan worked here. Okay, so that didn't take long at all, guys. Pretty much as soon as I paused it come up. So let's turn this back on, and let's get our battery turned on here. And something fried. What was it? Okay. So see if that's okay. So that's frying our system here. Okay, I think what I'm gonna have to do really quick is let's get you here and open up you and keep you on for just a second, and I need some heavy cable coil. Okay, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do about 10. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and turn these into heavy cables. I don't think these are strong enough to handle it. Okay, so let's see how many we got here. Sometimes this fixes that problem. So 10, let's do a couple more. One more. Okay, now let's see if this helps. Okay. Let's get down here some. And okay, let's go ahead and replace this one while we're at it. I need one more, guys. Okay. Let's drop you, pick you up, and hopefully that will take care of it. Okay, now is that working? Okay, that should be taking care of it there. Okay, yay, it's working. We got it. Alright, so that's going to be all for today. We got a lot done this episode. Got our solar tracking done, got our furnace set up for steel. Next episode we'll start working on the base some more, so we can get some of this stuff out of here because it's way too freaking crowded. So thank y'all for joining me today. If you like what you see, please hit the like button, and if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys later on. Have a good day.